channel. So this is the first time that I've uploaded a video where I am actually talking to you and not doing a Facebook Live. So I saw a video posted by Imogen Walters. I will link her channel down below, and she was doing her top 5 favourite tarot decks, and I thought that sounds like fun. That could be a video that I first do to sort of introduce myself to you guys. So here we go. I'm going to do a quick sort of, it's not going to be a long video on my favourite tarot decks. I'm not going to do flick throughs because I'm going to upload separate videos of all the decks that I own anyway, so it would be pointless of me doing that, and I'd rather do more detailed ones where I'm doing each deck their separate video. So I'm going to jump straight into it with my first deck. I probably will start with my least favourite of the top 5 and work my way up. So here we go. So at number 5 I have the Dragon Tarot. Now I have always, since being a little child, been obsessed with dragons, and when I saw this on Amazon I had to get it. This was my first ever tarot deck, and what I quickly found out about it was it is not easy when you are a beginner to read this deck at all. So it's by Nigel Suckling, and the images are actually very beautiful, but I will just show you here. The major arcana, yes, obviously the pictures on those. Let me see if I can find a major arcana card, and I will get a court card and a normal card as well. So let me just find, right, so we've got the Hermit here. So the major arcana are actually quite easy to read. They are very similar to the actual Rider-Waite deck, whereas you know what it means and, you know, it's not far off. So I've picked the Hermit card to show you here. As you can see, it's a guy with a lantern, but the only difference really is that it's got a dragon in the back because, you know, it's Dragon Tarot. And again, the same thing with the court cards as well. They're not too hard to read, and you know, they have got absolutely gorgeous illustrations and colouring, and they're just absolutely beautiful. But then when you look at these cards here, they're literally all the same, like literally all the same, with the same background, and just the number of items, like the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. That is literally it for all of them. That is what they all look like. So if you don't know tarot, these are going to be very hard for you to read. There's no cues on them as to what they could possibly mean. But I absolutely adore this deck, literally because of the dragons and the illustrations and the border around it as well. It's just absolutely stunning. The back looks like this, so it's really good to do reverse. You wouldn't know which way the cards were, and yeah, this is why it's number 5 in my deck list. Literally only because of how hard they are to read for beginners. Probably wasn't the best deck for me to choose as my first deck, but I was just so excited to get into it that I didn't really think about that. As a beginner, you don't know to think about that. The best deck to go with would be the Rider-Waite deck. So that was number 5. Okay, so in place number 4, I actually have these in a bag because they were gifted to me. So I just looked for a little baggie that I could put them in to keep them nice and safe. Now I have to look at the back to know what these are. These are by Trisha Newell, 1986. I'm not sure of the name of this tarot deck, but I will comment it down below, and if I can find any online I will link them. This is not far off from the original Rider-Waite deck at all. It's very good. The only thing with this is that they are very bland looking, but I feel connected to them because they look so, they've got that sort of oldie worldy look about them. And if I can just get a card here, as you can see, they're not that different, except with the strength card, instead of it being a lady, it's a man with the lion. But they are just I mean, bland in colour, but I love that they look so oldie worldy, and again, they're very easy to read, and they also have different images for each of the minor arcana as well, which is very, very good. So this was deck number 4 because of those reasons. Deck number 3 has got to be the Witch's Tarot. All my friends that I know that read tarot have all got this tarot deck. I am a practicing witch as well, so I feel very connected to this deck. I love it. All the images that are in it are absolutely stunning, and the let me just get out. And the 3 moons on the back, obviously, absolutely gorgeous, and you can read them either way as well. And just that galaxy watercolor look that it has is absolutely stunning. Now, I feel very emotionally connected to this deck. I feel that the women in this deck are all powerhouses. Like, I feel that they are just amazing, and the energy that I get from this deck as well is always upbeat and straightforward and just amazing. So this has, some of them are the wrong way around. This has got to be one of my favourite decks. I mean, look at that for the world card, how it's using the green man. It's just absolutely stunning, and look at the illustration of the man as well. It is just absolutely amazing. I love it. Just all of these cards, but oh my gosh, I've got so many that are the wrong way around in here. But I mean, the illustrations are very lifelike. They're amazing, and the story that they tell as well is absolutely stunning. I just love it. I love it. I mean, look at this with the cat as well. It's just amazing. And I do believe that some of these cards are renamed. Like there's one called the Shadow Side, and I'm not sure which other ones are replaced as well. There are a couple in here, but they are absolutely amazing. There is literally nothing that I can think bad about this deck. Like, I absolutely love it, and it is so affordable as well. So if you needed a deck that was affordable for your first ever deck, this could be it. It's absolutely amazing. I got mine on eBay, so I will link it down below. It was like a £5 or less, so it is really, really affordable. So my second favourite has got to be the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. I have just got a thing for Jasmine Beckett Griffith. She is just absolutely incredible. All her artwork is just out of this world. And I got the second edition as well. The first edition I wasn't overly keen on. I just didn't think about purchasing it at all, because the cards were not their original names, and they just didn't feel, I didn't feel a connection with it at all. But this deck, as soon as I saw it, I was like, right, I'm having that. The gilding on the cards is absolutely stunning. It's a bit worn now, I've had it for quite a while, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And again, some of the major arcana have been changed, and it's not that easy to read. They are nothing like the images of the original Rider Waite, so you would need to know the cards, but I just think they're absolutely stunning. I just absolutely love this deck. I reach for it quite often. I do a lot of my tarot reads with this deck, but like I said, I won't do a full reveal. I will do it in its own video, but these cards just had to be in my top 5. They're absolutely stunning. Look at the moon in that picture. And then the back as well is good for reversed readings too. Again, there's nothing bad that I would say about this deck. Even if I had to pick, there is literally nothing that I could think about this deck, apart from it's obviously not a very good beginner's deck. You would need to know what each of the cards really meant, and you would need to know which ones had changed and what they meant and all that sort of thing. But again, reading the tarot, yes, it's, you need to know what they really mean, but you use a lot of intuition with it as well. So it's very, very good for learning that way. And the book as well is just absolutely stunning. So it's definitely a must buy. So my number 1 tarot deck has got to be the Waite tarot deck. Believe it or not, this was not the first tarot deck that I bought. As I said, the Dragon Tarot was the first one, and even then I didn't get this one for quite a while. And I wish I sort of had got this one first, because it made learning the tarot so much easier, obviously. And I actually fell in love with the images here. Especially cards that have this sort of turquoisey, bluey green background. And obviously it's just easy to know what the cards are meaning when you're looking at this deck, because this is what the meanings were written from. And I just absolutely love this deck. I reach for this deck mostly out of all of my decks, and when I travel, this is the deck that I take with me, and you can see why. The colours are just absolutely stunning, and the pictures as well. It says that this is the original tarot deck. It did come with a booklet, but I never bothered to read the booklet. It was just a little paper booklet that I don't even think I have anymore. But it's just, the images are just absolutely stunning. So I would highly recommend that if you needed to learn the tarot, that you start with a deck like this. I've heard that the Centennial edition is absolutely out of this world as well. So I am looking to purchase that one. Maybe not too soon, because it is very similar to this deck. Obviously, it's just a few changes and the colours are different, I believe. But yeah, that is it for my top 5 tarot decks. I will be doing a top 5 oracle decks soon as well, so if you would like to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you liked this video, hit the like button. You can find all the links for the tarot decks in the description box below, and I will also link you to Imogen's channel as well, because she is the lady that helped me with this video. So thank you very much for joining me for my first YouTube video, and I will see you again soon. Bye.